Hello, kindergartners, first graders, and second graders. I hope that y'all are having a good week. And today I want to give you your guidance lesson for the month of December. And I'm doing it electronically like this so that you can get all the things done that you need to get done in your classrooms, and your teachers can just share this with you whenever y'all have time in your classroom. And so hopefully you remember all the things that we've talked about so far this year. In September, we just talked about introductions, who I am, who you all are, and we got to know each other a little bit. And then in October, we talked about hope. And that was fun. We talked about what hope is and why we always need to have hope. And then in November, just a few weeks ago, we talked about kindness and how to be kind to one another. And then this month in December, we're going to talk about family because December is the holiday time. And so in just a couple weeks, y'all will be going home and doing a lot with your families. And so I wanted to do this lesson on family. And so, specifically, I wanted to talk about what makes your family so special. And so, by the time we're all done with today's lesson, you will hopefully you'll understand about what makes each family different and unique, and you'll be able to tell what makes your family really special. And then you'll remember that hopefully it's okay to have hard times and rough challenges in your family, as long as you know that you always have someone that you can talk to that you trust. And so some families are really, really big families, has lots of children or lots of adults in the house. Some are very small and there may be only one adult and one child in the house. And then some have grandparents there, some have cousins or uncles and all sorts of different people, sometimes even friends. Some families have one mom or two dads or two moms, all kinds of things. And so all families are different. And so we're going to watch a little video about that here right now.
Families. You belong to a family. We all belong to a family. Families love us. They care for us. Families do things together. Some families are big. Some families are small. Some families have moms. Some families have dads. Some families have stepmoms and stepdads. Some families have foster moms and foster dads. Some families have brothers and sisters. Some families have grandmas and grandpas. Some families have aunts and uncles and cousins. Some families even have close friends and caregivers that are a part of their family. We all belong to a family, and every family is special. Who are the people in your family?
Okay, so that was very cool. So we got to see that there's all sorts of different kinds of families, and they may look different, or there may be different people in the family, but they're all very special. And so I want you to think about what's very special about your family. And so first, before we do that, I want to get you to think about who is in your family, who lives in your house with you. And so I'll share with you who lives in my house with me. So here are all the folks who live in my house with me. The first one you'll see here is my daughter. Her name is Audrey. And then next to her is my son Isaac. And then underneath, there's my puppy, Finn. And I have two puppies. My second puppy's name is Daisy. And then this lovely lady is my wife, Michelle. And so those are all the people who live in my house. That's my family. But what about you? Who is in your family? What I'd like you to do now is take a little bit of time and I want you to draw all the people that live in your house, in your family. And so I took some time and I did the same thing. And so let me show you what I drew. So here's the picture. That's the camera photographs. But here's my picture that I drew of my family. And so I tried to draw it just like the pictures that you just saw with my daughter, my son, my puppy Finn, and my puppy Daisy, and then my wife. And so here it is side by side. So I did it to make it kind of look like the picture, but those are my people. That's my family. So I hope that you can take a minute and draw your family. So I'm going to give your teacher just a minute to pause the video, and then you can pass out some paper and get some crayons or pencils and draw a picture of your family. So go ahead and pause the video, and I'll give you some time to do that. Okay, I hope you had a good time drawing a picture of your family, and hold them up real high so I can see all the pictures of your family. Of course, I can't see right now through the video, but I'm looking forward to seeing them later. So hopefully I'll get a chance to see all of the pictures. So let's have a little chat. Raise your hand and your teacher will call on you. Who are the people in your family? So we can pause the video right here and we'll take some people to let us know who are the people in your family. So you can go ahead and pause and answer that question. Raise your hand and answer that question. Who are the people in your family? Okay, so hopefully we talked a lot about all the people in your family. Now I have another question. Question number 2. What's your favorite thing about your family? I'll tell you mine. My favorite thing about my family is that we get to hang out and play games together. I love hanging out with my family when no one has to work and no one has school, and we can sit down together and we play board games, or we might play Uno, a card game, or we might play bananagrams. That's a word game that we like to play together. So that's like one of my favorite things to do with my family is play games together. What about you? What do you like doing with your family? Take a minute, pause the video, and raise your hand and talk about what you like to do with your family. Okay, I hope you had a good time talking about what you like to do with your family. Now we're going to take a quiz so I can see if you were paying attention. So let's ask some questions and raise your hand, and your teacher will call on you to see who gets it right. Here's your quiz. Question number 1. True or false? Everyone belongs to a family. Is that true or false? I'll give you a second to raise your hand and answer. That one is true. Everybody belongs to a family. It may be a different family, but everybody has a family. Let's see what the next question is. Question number 2. Families blank. Is it families love us? Is it families care for us? Is it families do things together? Or is it all the above, all those things? Which one's correct? I'll give you a second to think about it and answer. Raise your hand and let your teacher call on you. All right, I think that the answer is all the above. Families love us, families care for us, and families do things together. Okay, last question in our quiz. Are all families the same size? True or false? All families are the same size. Is that yes or no? I'll give you a second to raise your hand and ask your teacher. Are all families the same size? True or false? That one is false. All families are not the same size. So remember, every family is different. And so some of us have large families, some of us have small families, but that's okay. We just have people that can love us, that can take care of us, and that who we can have a lot of fun with. Remember that your family is very special because they have you as a part of it. And so hopefully you know how special you are and how great it is that your family has a special person like you. And then the last thing I want to make sure you know that even if you have some trouble in your family, there's always someone that you can talk to about that. So you can talk to your teacher, you can talk to Mr. Taylor, or there's others on campus that you can talk to as well if there's ever any trouble that you have in your family. But we love our families. They're lots of fun and they're very special. So hopefully you have a really good time with your family over the holidays coming up. And I'm so glad that we got a chance to talk about families today. I want you to make sure you finish up your pictures so that I can see pictures of your family that you drew next time I come to your classroom. Y'all take care. Bye-bye. I'll see you soon.